So this is a cold one with Corey and Carlisle. And if you don't know already, this is simply a free-form conversation recording session where Carlisle and I, we sit down, we have a six-pack of beer, and we talk about things that happened the previous week before. Now, these are more like audio podcasts, which means that they're longer than our video reviews, and they're also unedited. So if you're offended by the foul language, you might not want to listen. But if you aren't, then sit back, hang out with us, and we hope you enjoy. Thanks.
It's time once again for a couple of cold ones with Corey and Carlisle.
Oh, wow. You sound really professional this week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, now you just ruined it right there.
Yes, I did. I had to get all very white about it.
Exactly. Why'd you do that?
Because nobody tunes in for a serious a couple of cold ones.
We got to try that sometime.
How could you be serious about having a couple of cold ones?
It'll be like
I think I'm going to go and have a couple of beers and be very serious about it.
It'll be like those sitcoms tonight on a very special, a couple of cold ones. Carlisle gets raped. So
he touched me in the mimi hole.
Hey man, what do you think about this beer?
It's not bad. I don't know what we're drinking. We're Fancy Lawnmower.
That's why I bought it. I was like,
it was called Fancy Lawnmower.
I was like, they must be bold to sell this shit with the title Lawnmower, because the first thing I think of when I see this, because for people who can't see it, it's from St. Arnold, so I think they brew locally here in Austin, and it has grass for the cover. So you're thinking this shit is gonna taste like grass, shavings, and dirt. And I was like, wow, this must be really good if I can get past that image and drink
Lawnmower.
it. Exactly, Fancy Lawnmower. It's not like you just win.
You know what? The manliest beer ever. I mean, if somebody handcrafts a truly awesome manly beer, they need to call it like
turd juice.
No, something like Frilly Panties or Sissy Boy beer, like Sissy Boy Ale. It has to be called ale because ale is like the gay of beers. But Sissy Boy Ale, and then you drink it. It's this really manly beer that grows hair on your testicles the second you take a sip.
The second I got enough hair on my testicles. I don't need any more. But that's a damn good beer if you know a guy buys it, because I wouldn't buy it.
Yeah, no. It's like Sissy Boy Ale. Fuck
got like
that.
a transvestite on the logo.
Let me go have Fireman's 4. Give me the Skull Crusher of beers. Give me some Sissy Boy Ale.
Or if they call it ass juice, you can get past that image. Now you're drinking a good liquid right there. Anyway, so
I'm glad you're ready to move on. Because ass juice is a little too far for even me.
Like the label has a tap on an ass cheek and you squeeze it in. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get into.
Tap's going. Don't you tell me that it's got an ass. You know where that tap goes.
That's why I knew, but I didn't want to go that far. Damn, puts a new message on tap that ass right there. But
tap that ass. Pair of dangling nuts.
Okay, now all right. Damn. Let's go ahead and get into the top 5.
Number 5.
I'm not even talking about this for a long time. Kung Fu Panda, 193 million.
Kung Fu Panda, still in top 5.
Exactly. I talked about.
I was right. Corey was wrong. Move on to number 4.
Every week, what was I wrong about?
Number 4.
Every week
Move
I've
on
said.
Number 4.
I know. Don't you stop me. Every week I've said, I don't know. It could be this and that. I've never come out and said, I know for sure with God as my witness.
That's because you haven't gone back to listen to the one where
man,
you said,
I've always said
damn panda a month from now.
I know. Goddamn, it's a panda. I'm still thinking. Right now I'm thinking we still talking about this fucking panda.
Yeah, and you know why? It's my favorite movie of the year so far.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. No, it's not the best. Somebody asked me about this, and I wanted to address this. Somebody's like, wait, you said that Kung Fu Panda is your favorite movie, but you gave it a full price, and you gave WALL-E Better Than Sex. WALL-E is the best movie I have seen all year. But my favorite film, the one I'm going to buy on DVD the second it comes out, and the one I'm going to watch 1,000,006,000 times on DVD, is Kung Fu Panda. I love the hell out of this movie.
I still don't understand what
That's because you haven't seen it, and it's awesome. And once you do, you'll be, holy shit, for an entire month, me and Carlisle went back and forth, and had I seen it, we would have been, man, Kung Fu Panda still hanging in there. Awesome.
I'm playing this cool because now when I go see it, it will probably be an empty theater with no crying kids or people talking to this panda in the theater. And I'm thinking, hey, I got the whole theater to myself. So
Except that it's still in the number 5 spot.
Man,
Following up the number 4 spot, which is...
Get Smart.
Get Smart, still in there.
Yeah, almost
Still
about to get
funny.
100 million. That movie's done well, man. A lot of people like that movie.
Good movie. I like it quite a bit.
I wasn't crazy about it, but good for that movie, man. I like Steve Carell, so I'm happy for him. Let's move on to number 3.
Number 3.
Actually, you know what? You didn't give me a number 4.
I did.
No, you said number 4. You didn't sing number 4.
Well, that's right, because I didn't feel like singing.
Well,
number
sing it
4.
now. I can't move on until you do that. See what you created? Go sing it.
Number 4.
Oh, you fucked it up anyway. Get smart. Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3 is Wanted.
Wanted. You know what? I had a buddy come up to me in the game store today. I went down to Battle Forge Games to kind of check out their building terrain down there. One of the guys walks up and goes, "Man, why don't you tell me Wanted was the dumbest movie of the summer?" I said, "Well, you didn't ask me." He's like, "Yes, I did. You said you had a lot of fun." Well, I did, but
you should have asked me. I would tell you it was stupid. Yeah, no, it's fucking stupid, man. A lot of people walking out and saying that. Now, first of all, a lot of people walking out. For example, somebody came onto my page and said, "Fuck you for trying to convince me that movie was stupid." I'm like, I didn't try to convince you. I thought it was stupid. If you liked it, you liked it. I don't give a fuck.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. But yeah, it's really dividing people. People either hate the shit out of it or they like it. I'm running into very few people that are like, "Wow, Wanted is the greatest movie of the year. It's awesome." But
yeah, no, I get those people.
No, you know what? I had fun.
Yeah, no, and I get those people say it was stupid. I mean, it's look, if you like a movie, I'm not there to tell you what to like. Like what you like. $90 million that movie has made so far, so it's officially a success. It will make $100 million probably before it's over with. But number 2.
That brings us to number 2.
Are you changing things up this week? What are you doing?
Wally.
No, you didn't sing number 2. You got
I don't always. See,
you got all Batman on my ass.
You're getting
number
really,
2.
You're getting really weird on me here because you have gotten this weird notion that I actually sing every number when regular listeners know that I occasionally will sing. I always sing number 5, and then I'll sing random numbers in between. I don't sing everyone all the way down.
Now you creeping me out. I didn't know that there was this weird system for this.
There's not a system. It's just totally random. It's whenever I feel like singing it, I fucking sing it. If I don't, I don't. And then I felt all Clint Eastwoody about it. So I decided to get all Clint Eastwood about the number 2 slot.
I'm a creature of habit. You need to sing. You throw me off when you do that.
When you say creature of habit, I think you want to sleep with nuns. So I don't know.
Do they have vaginas? Then yes, I would sleep with a nun. And nuns, they like to spank. You know, they're real kinky. You see the way he wraps some kids' knuckles. Now imagine them using that on somebody's ass. I mean, nuns are nasty. I'm telling you, they can't hide from me.
Children, do you hear that crackling sound? That's the sound of your Uncle Corey going to hell.
Oh, please. Like nuns haven't done some of the most atrocious things themselves. There's a movie about nuns. I had to walk out and convince myself.
I don't think it had actually starred nuns, asshole. I think
it was about nuns. It was about nuns, and it was about. And I wish I could remember the name of the movie. It was about how they sexually abused, and mistreated these young girls at this one home. And I walked out. I hated penguins because I hated those nuns in that movie.
It's called The Magdalene Sisters.
That's it. That's the movie. Thank you. And that movie pissed me off.
No, in fact, true story. I used to be Catholic, and when I saw the 60-minute story about the what happened, that's when I left the church.
Really?
Really, honestly, because that came out, and it was one of those things where it's like, holy crap, this didn't happen like 50 years ago. This happened 4 years ago. This happened when I was alive in the Catholic Church that I was brought up. This is not right. This cannot be. And
it was terrible, and it just made me think that wow, those nuns really need to get laid. So I was thinking,
so
wow,
you're like, dun dun dun! Here comes Corey to save the day. Don't worry, ladies, I have enough semen for all of you.
Put that young girl down. How old were you when you left the church? Were you like 11, 12? You got out of there before when you became Catholic priest could touch you. You got out of there.
I don't want to give up my age, but I was not. I was an adult.
Okay. You weren't a little boy then. All right. I was about to say you got out of there just in time.
No, I was an altar boy back when I was a little boy.
Oh shit! Yeah,
I was hardcore, man.
So you were a prime target then for Catholic priest. Oh, you lucky guy, you. So let's go ahead and move to number 2, Wally. I'll sing it in my own way. Number 2, but put some soul in there. You see, Wally. What?
I thought soul meant that it was good.
Not in my world.
That's right.
Number 2, WALL-E, $128 million after 2 weeks. WALL-E's kicking ass, boy.
WALL-E
Pandas and robots.
WALL-E, pandas and robots, baby. Pandas, robots, and superheroes.
And
That's what this is all
superheroes.
about.
That brings us to number 1.
Number 1.
You fall asleep with it. No.
It's like Perry Como over here. Oh, tiny bubbles in the number 1. And like,
Number
everyone's like,
1.
who the fuck is Perry Como?
I know it. Perry Homo. Who is that?
Didn't he die?
107 million, man. Because it opened up early. It opened
opened up on Wednesday.
No, opened up on a Tuesday night. I had a talk with some people who said,
was it a midnight Tuesday?
No. That's the thing. Some guy told me he went to a Tuesday night screening and he was wondering why wasn't it that full. And I said because nobody knew there was a fucking Tuesday night screening. That's why. But apparently, they opened up early enough for this movie to garner $107 million.
Smith takes it again.
4th of July, boy. I'm telling you.
I wished everybody a happy Will Smith Day.
Man, everybody was wishing me Happy Will Smith Day. We will change 4th of July to Happy Will Smith Day.
What do you mean we will change it? We damn done changed it to Will Smith Day.
Shit, Will Smith changed it.
Yeah, and and it's God bless Will Smith Day because it is the day that we all go and we have barbecue, we get drunk, and we blow shit up just like Will Smith.
Exactly.
So you know what? What a great holiday it was. Summertime. Happy Will Smith Day.
Summertime.
Summertime.
Now, I will say this.
Kick back and relax.
I would say this, man. This is the only movie I'm going to do this with because I was being very nice on the film. And I can say it now that it's a success. I wanted to give this movie less than what I gave it when we actually reviewed it.
See, and I give you, and this is one of my problems with you sometimes, is you refuse to be honest because you want to try to give a review that targets an audience as opposed to actually just straight up saying you didn't like it.
Well, no, I did like it, and I would have given it. I still would have given it. Now, when I said matinee, because I gave it a matinee, I said I would give it a very, very, very high matinee. I'm splitting hairs here now. I would have given it a borderline rental. Low matinee, and I would have said low matinee because I really don't like the second half of that movie. And
it's not even the second half; it's the third act that you don't like.
No, I was about halfway.
It's the big revelation where everything kind of changes.
And
that's the big third act.
Okay,
twist.
then yeah, I don't. But I don't care what people say. I don't know how you cannot love that first part of the movie, except for some really bad music cues.
And it's not that they're really bad; it's just that they're like. What were you thinking?
One was really bad. That Sanford and Son thing. I mean,
it was just nonsensical. It's not that it was bad; it just didn't make any sense.
It was bad to me. You shove a guy's head up somebody's ass, and then they play Sanford and Son. Because I'm sitting there confused. I'm like thinking, I'm like, okay, that's dirty. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now I'm thinking, I'm sitting up there watching this. I'm confused. I'm drawing out the movie because I'm thinking, okay, that's nasty. Putting a guy's head up somebody's ass. Nasty equals junk. Fred Sanford was a junk man. I guess that's the connection here. And
I don't know. Either that or he just really, like the director really wanted to use Sanford and Son in there somewhere. Or Will Smith's like, man, we got to get the Sanford and Son theme in here somewhere. I don't know where we could put that. Well, what about the scene where we shove the guy's head up his ass?
That's crazy.
That would be excellent.
Exactly. Sanford and Son makes me laugh. Everybody else will laugh.
That music cue, there's a couple others. In fact, because I was noticing it. See, the thing is, I gave this a full price. I still stick by the full price. I love the film. I've seen it twice already. I absolutely adore it. And but still, there are a few cues in there where it's like, that why?
Yeah, that didn't make sense. Yeah.
And there was one or two songs where it's like, really? You went with that? I see where you went for the bass joke there, but like, boom, get out the way, really? Because that was a little...
it made more sense than Sanford and Son.
No, it made sense, but it made too much sense.
For those who haven't seen the movie, there's a scene, the first time we see Will Smith go into action, they play...
Well, now don't ruin it, that's the funniest scene in the fucking movie.
What? No. That's the funniest scene, him flying to Ludacris, Move.
Oh, no.
That's what I was going to say. They play Ludacris, Get Out the Way, Move. And I can understand because he's drunk and everybody's like, whoa, look at us, a drunk Will Smith, get out the way. Yeah. Sanford and Son, I'm like, what the fuck are they playing that for? But hey, you know what? Good for Will Smith. I'm glad the movie did well. I don't really think it's a great movie, but I had a lot of fun watching it.
Did you read the story about what he told his little girl?
No.
Okay, well, here's the thing. There's this other movie out there that we really haven't spent much time on because really, why would we? It was Kit Kittredge.
Actually, I reviewed that early because I thought it was coming out earlier, and I'll put up that audio review.
It came out earlier. It did. It was
in Austin. It
limited
came out
release.
early.
Yeah, it was in limited release,
okay.
and then it just went wide this weekend.
I
and the thing is one of the stars of the movie is Abigail Breslin, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
The other star is Willow Smith, Will Smith's daughter.
Okay, I did not know that was Will Smith's daughter.
That was Will Smith's daughter.
That was little
and
Willow Smith.
Apparently, he said, and he said it very publicly, was, "You know, I love you, honey, but I gots to stomp you on 4th of July." And it was just so Will Smith that it was beautiful. I was like, "That's awesome." But 70, you know, I love you, baby, but I gots to stomp you.
Exactly. Your movie ain't shit.
Your movie ain't Kittredge, get out the way for Hancock, bitch.
In fact, he shoved her head up somebody's ass and played Sanford and Son. There you go. That's in my movie. What you think about that? So
that would have actually made that movie watchable.
You know what? Kittredge, for no real promotion, actually did all right. It came in within the top 10. I think it came in at number 8. Yeah, number 8. Only made $6 million. But had you heard anything about that movie at all?
No.
So
it is also the only rated G movie out there, I think. WALL-E's PG, isn't it?
No, WALL-E is G also.
Did it manage G? Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yes, they did. So, yeah, a lot of good stuff out there for kids if you look for it, but whatever. So, let's go ahead and move on to... Oh, I want to tell you, I went to... in case you're wondering where I'm coming from, because I told you I was out of town. I'm coming from Monterrey, Mexico. And looking around in some of the party parts of town, and I'm looking at the walls, and they got movies coming out there that were just here. And it's just crazy looking at the names of those in Spanish, like Speed Racers, Meteoro. Just Meteoro. I'm thinking of a spaceman when I see that. They have Get Smart coming out there, which is Super Agente. I think is Ciente 86 or something, whatever. It's
Super
like
Agent 86.
Super Agent 86, yeah. So they don't even call them.
It's funny because it's funny you bring this up because I've actually spent the last few weeks, as we've talked about many times before. I just recently bought a house, and I'm geeking up my house. So I'm buying all these really awesome posters to geek up my house.
God damn it! I'm sorry. I just spilled fucking beer on myself.
That's because you used a bottle opener to open up a twist off.
Man, you
bitch.
fuckhead! I gave you.
Fuckhead!
Do you remember that time I gave you that beer and I said it's a twist off, and you were like, "Oh, that's too hard to twist off. I need a bottle opener."
Hey, you know what? There are some that are just a little rough. These have been cake.
I opened my first one like that. I'm so used to using this bottle opener every week that I used it.
It's all good.
Don't act like God is mad at me for using a bottle opener.
So
okay,
anyhow,
I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
And I'm going to give a shout out here.
Oh, you gonna give a shout out?
Sure, but not to. Now hold on.
I'm not okay.
Hear me up.
Okay.
There is, for those of you who love movie posters, there is this great seller on eBay called Fantomas 38,000. FAN.
Damn, is he a robot or something?
OMAS 38,000. No, Fantomas is the name of an old movie, and it's also the name of a band, oddly enough. Seriously, I'm not kidding.
I'll believe you. I'll do.
Yeah, but he's a guy or a shop out of Madrid, Spain, that sells Spanish and Italian movie posters. And now, so the thing is I've been tracking down. Now, all over the world, they release different posters than they necessarily release in the States. So you get really cool posters that of your favorite movies that are completely different than the posters that all your buddies have. And they have posters going way back, 40, 50, 60 years.
Damn,
so
that far,
I've been tracking down really cool old movie posters. I bought one for the classic 1964 film, The Killers, with Lee Marvin, Angie Dickinson, Ronald Reagan.
That's the one Ronald Reagan was really known for. Too.
Yeah, where Ronald Reagan was the bad guy. And it's a great movie.
Yeah.
If you've never seen The Killers.
Except for his role as president, where he was the bad guy, too.
But what I'm talking about, that's like his best movie. Like, if you want to find that really great movie that Ronald Reagan was in when he was an actor. It's also, the problem with that film is that it's dated in the fact that, Ronald Reagan's the bad guy in the movie, and he's like smacking around Angie Dickinson. You're just sitting there going, President Reagan is smacking around Angie
Exactly.
Dickinson. But so I bought a great killer poster of that with Lee Marvin pointing a gun out at the wall. Oh, it's so cool. And I just found this other one the other day for a film that was released in Europe but was played on television here.
What was it?
We know it as the pilot episode to Buck Rogers.
They actually released that in a theater.
They released the pilot episode as a movie over
in Germany.
It's called... I have the Spanish poster for it on the way now. It's called Buck Rogers, El Adventura en Espacia. And oh my God, is it cool? I mean, it's got Henry Silva on the front, and it's just this badass.
You don't need that, all right? Now, what are you ordering that for?
Because it is so awesome. It is deep fried awesome,
it, man.
covered in sugar and honey,
covered in
rolled
shit.
around in the pussy of Kate Bosworth.
Man,
it is that fucking awesome. That's how awesome.
Buck Rogers is bad enough in English. You gonna order that shit in Spanish too?
Oh my God, it was so fucking
cool. Oh my God.
Hey, there were two of them, and one of my friends saw it, and she was like, "Oh my God, I have to have that. Will you order that and split the shipping with me?" Now, here's the thing. I'm giving you the shout out to this. It's called Phantomos 38,000. It's on eBay. They have a huge store, like thousands of freaking posters. You can just sit there and sift through them and look at all the cool stuff. I found some really awesome things on there. I ordered this Thursday night.
And it came Friday morning.
No. From Barcelona. I ordered this Thursday night. FedEx tells me it's going to be at my house by noon tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
From Barcelona, Spain. I can't get stuff in the United States shipped that fast. It cost me $16 to get 2 posters sent from Barcelona. Bam. And that's because he sent it out and it's on a holiday weekend. So, the last time I ordered it on a Saturday and it arrived on a Thursday because Monday was a national holiday in Spain.
All I know is you're at home sitting on lawn chairs, but you buy Mexican posters. Boy,
on lawn chairs? You haven't been to my house in weeks. I actually got all new furniture. This place is awesome, dude. My house has become swank.
Dog is in there starving and you buying fucking posters. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I'm really
neglectful.
I am buying but I found some really awesome posters. If you guys are into cool posters, because that's one of the weird things is like, when you put a poster up of a movie in your living room or something, it's like, oh, hey, they've got a movie poster up. When you have like a really cool old print and you've got it in another language, all of a sudden people think, oh, that's art.
No, people think, what the fuck does that say? Buck Rogers in Spanish. What the fuck you order that for? That's what they think.
Dude, that's not going in my living room. That goes in my geek room.
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
right behind you.
You got Black Samson.
Black Samson.
Now the thing is, you get mad props from me for having Black Samson in your living room because that's fucking pimp.
Even though I haven't hung it up yet, I'm just behind my couch.
I know that's going up.
It'll go up soon.
No. But that speaks to who Corey is, and that's when people walk into my geek room and they see Buck Rogers, they know, dude, that's Carlisle. Of course, Carlisle loves fucking Buck Rogers, because Buck Rogers was the shit. I met Gil Gerard when I was 13 years old, and I thought he was the coolest person on the world.
What do you say? Get this fucking kid away from me.
No, actually, he was hitting on my mother.
What, he's hitting on your mom?
He was hitting on my mom.
Damn, can I talk to your mom? She that hot? Can I talk to her? I'll talk to her.
No.
Give me a number.
No, Buck Rogers just didn't have good taste.
I'll wear a Buck Rogers outfit. Try to talk to your mom. Even had a little midget next to me talking about bitty, bitty, bitty.
Bitty, 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 Corey.
No, it's cool, man. Well, I will make a special trip to your house to look at this poster, and if I like it enough, I'll steal it. And Hancock was coming out there too. I didn't get a good glimpse at it, man. So.
Yeah, no, but there's but seriously, you might want to check because he's got a lot of great exploitation posters, and there's a lot of cool stuff.
I love sci-fi posters too and everything. I like a lot of posters. I just haven't had a chance to hang them all up yet.
I'm just saying because this is the second time I've ordered from this place. I love this place, and it is literally it's one of those unknown geek cool places that now I'm.
What's it called?
Phantomos 38,000.
Phantomos.
He's a seller on eBay.
Did I start with an F?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantamos.
To make sure he had a little PH going on there.
And he's whoever Phantomos 38,000 is, he's my hero.
All right. Looking here, last week got a ton of emails from people saying that they loved Fantastic Planet. That when we recommended that to them, they say went out, got it. Actually, a lot of people went out and searched the movie and came back, watched it, and got back to us and said really loved it. And I got a lot of emails saying, "Hey, that was great. Is there any other weird underground animation that you can recommend?" I don't really have anything that's too underground like that movie is. I recommended it to a few people. Look up Ralph Bakshi. Because I know a lot of younger people won't know that.
Yeah, no, Bakshi. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about Bakshi for a little bit because Bakshi's interesting.
No, I just told him look up Ralph Ralph Bakshi Bakshi Bakshi. Guy was credited for making the first X-rated cartoon, which is Fritz the Cat. Made a sequel, not the Nine Lives of Fritz the Cat. Did a lot of experimentation with rotoscope films, which were Fire and Ice, American Pop. He did Lord. He did Lord of the Rings. Is actually it's not that terrible, man. It's not. I don't even know why I'm saying terrible. It's not that bad. It's actually very faithful.
No,
to the book.
It was very good until you've seen the new movies. Once you've seen the new movies, and go back and watch it.
But considering that this was made, I think early '80s,
you're missing some of his good. You forgot.
No, I'm just mentioning some. I've seen all of his movies.
I know.
Wizards.
Yeah.
Coonskin, which is very controversial.
Yeah.
Which was. You can either find Coonskin under Coonskin, which is a controversial title because it deals with race, and Coonskin is, of course, a southern derogative name for black people. But then he did. It's also titled under Street Fight.
Street Fight is where I first saw it,
and it's edited down a little bit, so don't get that one. If you find Coonskin, get that.
Now here's the thing about Bakshi though. Bakshi is great. You want to call it underground, but only it's underground only because he never caught on. What he was doing. He was very ahead of his time, and he was making very adult, very mature films with animation. These films are not happy. They are not upbeat. They are not the type of thing that you will sit down and watch and go, wow, that was awesome. It's the type of stuff that you watch and you go,
in fact, if you're a kid, I mean, a lot of you are asking me this. I mean, if you're 18 and older, I've had a few people who are in their 20s, almost 30s, asking me about this, and I'm like, I'm surprised you haven't heard of Ralph Bakshi, but go off and watch Ralph Bakshi. But if you're younger, you're not going to really probably comprehend the social commentary, especially since it's not up to date now.
And it's also not geared for the young. He was trying to prove 20, 30 years ago that you could make adult animation work, and he proved that you couldn't. Everybody kept pointing to him and saying, see, here's this genius making this stuff. Nobody wants to see it. So he's somebody who, God, if only he had come up now.
In fact, you might recognize one of his contemporary films, Cool World, which is not a very good movie at all.
No, well, that was his last major film, and that's why he left.
Yeah, and he has a funniest story. I actually got to talk to Ralph Bakshi. I mean, the guy's one of my heroes, and I was almost in tears talking to him.
Now, for those of you out there that don't realize, in the animation world, this guy's a fucking legend. He is the Stan Lee of animated films. He's that guy that everybody in the animation world wishes they could be.
Well,
even though he never attained true commercial success, he's the guy that inspired generations.
Well, there's two things that were going on with him, and I would tell him to his face. I mean, because he's so confident in his movies. He thinks that Coonskin is what started rap, and I would tell him to his face, "You're fucking wrong." But
it's kind of like Dolomite started rap.
Yeah,
no, you didn't. Shut up, Rudy Ray Moore.
Exactly. Everybody thinks they started rap because you actually made something rhyme. That you got to spill one, don't you?
That was full.
Okay,
it's not. No,
I'm just every week.
Emily Dickinson started rap.
Dr. Seuss started rap, but the Cat in the Hat.
Sam I am.
Yeah, exactly. Green eggs and ham, motherfucker.
Sam I am.
But
do you like green eggs and ham? No,
but
I do not like green eggs and ham.
Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that. Don't do that. But no, he claims that Coonskin is like Scarface to him. He's like, every rapper has it in their home. I'm like, man, they do not. Half these rappers don't even know what the fuck Coonskin is, and those that do are cool. But I got into his shit when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and because at 8 or 9 years old, I was like saying, animation is just not kid shit. It can be adult too. So,
so the 9-year-old knew what it was.
Exactly. But no, I'm just watching it because I'm like saying, wow, why are my parents always saying this stuff is for kids? And I'm up here watching a cartoon where a girl is flashing her titties and everything, and they still are saying it's okay for me to watch this because it's a fucking cartoon. Are you that mentally blocked? So I grew up on this shit, and as I watched it more and more, because I would study that shit, man. Yeah. And I just said, this guy is a visionary. He's a borderline genius, man, but he cannot tell a coherent story to save his ass.
Well, he can. He just ends them depressingly.
No, Coonskin is a classic, but disjointed as shit.
Well, Coonskin, yeah.
But look, I'm up here talking bad about the guy. He did tons of other. Hey, good looking.
You're not talking bad about the guy's a fucking genius.
No, he's one of my heroes,
probably, man. Probably the starter one, the one that if you really want to get into the world of Bakshi, go out and check out Wizards.
That's not the starter one. The starter one. No, the starter one is Fritz the Cat, because that was notorious.
Well, no. But the thing is Fritz the Cat it's really early animation. He didn't have a huge budget. It's funny. It's good. But it's no. The one that if you really want to wet your whistle on what he was doing, Wizards really kind of encapsulates everywhere he was going and just how bizarre he could get with that stuff.
I mean, if you want to talk about people who were
also the reason I mention it. It's also the one you can go down to Blockbuster and find.
Yeah, no,
it's
you can
the one
find that
is most readily available.
You can find that. Yeah, you can find that one. Lord of the Rings is very available too.
You can find that, but again, once you've seen the Peter Jacksons, going back and watching those is painful.
But there's two modes to him. He did this stuff that was very cartoony in his animation style, and then he went and tried to. He wanted to produce movies, and now this is me, maybe not remembering correctly, but he wanted to produce animated movies more